Hey guys, what's up? Today we're gonna be doing a little guide deck profile thing. So Sebastian asked me to just talk about the deck I'm gonna be playing soon coming up. And so here we are. So I'm gonna be playing the new Lair of Darkness structure deck, except with Infernoid, because well, it's one of my favorite archetypes. They work together and it's really solid. So we're going to be doing that. I'll show some replays, talk about just how it works, how I play the deck, then show a profile and just some of the cards I'm using, cards you can use, just different things. So yeah, let's get into it. We're here going to do the first match of showing off our lovely new deck. Not that we opened well enough to show it off as much as I would like, but could be a lot worse. Let's see. Let's go monster. Lair Infernoid. Let's see what we're gonna play up against. It'd be nice if it's something interesting. Okay. Draco. My favorite. With, the Metal Foe version. No, I want to save that for the diagram. Let's see if he's going to do anything else. Okay, he has scales at least. Pendulum Hamster. He also has a rabbit. Wow. That's really weird. Didn't normal the rabbit to go into Electromite first. There's the masterpiece, of course. Still don't get why he didn't get the Electromite, but okay. Guess maybe he didn't have rabbit targets left? No, he did. He's just gonna waste the rabbit. I mean, alright. Huh. Sucks to have to burn the driver from opening. Well, can at least get rid of that. Yeah, that's not really helpful. Let's see, so he has one destructional masterpiece at the moment. That's not too bad. Penduluming already. I mean, I don't know Metal Foes very well, but that just doesn't... Huh. I guess. Now he goes for the Electromite. That really just feels wrong. And he sent another hamster? I'm really confused as to what this guy's doing. He's probably just going to be able to Masterpiece kill me because you don't actually have to do much for Masterpiece kill him. Put in... Okay, there's the Astro. That makes sense then. Still, in terms of his actual Metal Foes, it's a bit odd. I still don't get why he didn't just Rabbit first turn, because he definitely has the targets. Yeah, I stopped it in main 2, but why didn't he go Electromite and try to just kill me before? Probably could have. This rabbit still has some attack, right? Yeah. He probably could have just killed me last turn, but oh well. Not like I can do much about it otherwise. Let's see what we have here. He's... Huh. Diablos is really good because it can be an out masterpiece. But I want to put in torrentials. Going first, let's do this, maybe. That should be decent. Oh, although I do really want anti-spell to kill his scales. So actually, let's go anti-spells instead, because if he doesn't get his scales off, that really hurts him. Maybe pull a feast for that. It should work well enough. Alright. Do we Lilith now? Yeah. Transients, put it to where he may put a scale. Gonna go ahead and pull that. Feels good, man. Here's the rabbit. It does banish for cost. I would rather not give him rabbit effect. So let's just stop that in its tracks. And it'll also block off that leftmost scale if he tries to put something there. So that should work out quite nicely for us. Fusion. No, just the big guy. Okay. And top deck the other imagination. Oh, that's beautiful. I almost regretted getting rid of the other one. But no longer do I feel that way. Not even remotely. Let's go all of those. An extra sight. Terra. Send, let's see. If we pop those, he's going to be on 2 cards. So yeah, we might as well put out a negate. Might as well just blow up all of ours, because we can banish. Yeah. Yeah, he just scoops at that. Sounds about right. Okay, let's see. Gonna pull the anti-spells out. Put those back in, maybe. Yeah, that should be good. Because I'm assuming he's getting a start again. If he can. Yeah. Double gamma. If nothing else, the problem is I really don't want to use my own. Use it on his turn. Just for the sake of... he's pendulum summoning already. Wow. Just for the sake of having two. The thing is, if I do hit his Electromite, that'll be devastating. I'll ogre it. So we can add the Astro, but unless that's like a diagram. Nope, he just scoops at that. Wow. I guess that just goes to show diagram metal foes. It's not bad, but it seems to be really fragile if he doesn't draw into his Draco engine. Huh. That is not exactly what I was expecting. Well, we won that match, so it's nice enough for us, I suppose. So I guess I'll take what I can get. Let's do this. Okay, not bad. Because this can easily put 3 monsters on board. See whatever reasoning hits first. Okay, good. Blind reasoning was a good start. Oh, wait, something that's nice. Not when it does something like that, though. That really sucks. Yeah. So we'll play this in a way that lets us put out either... Yeah, let's just put out some damage early. It's only set to 1, which is annoying, but this will be a nice start. Oh, Goki, okay. Not that I really know what this deck does, but... It is kind of unfortunate with reasoning not hitting anything but the Dedarima. In phase, have to resolve Lair. So we have the Tribute Banish, which is nice. Ooh, it's a pain. I mean, I can remove both from his grave, which is nice. Okay. Yeah, this is probably going to be a loss. Can't really do anything with this kind of hand. Maybe not even the hand, just... Okay. Probably should have been a little bit more conservative to make sure I had a follow-up play for next turn, but... oh well.
Not currently. Oh, we're not done yet.
See if you can push it all. I don't really actually know what Goki does.
What the?
That's not a rematch.
Hell?
Ah, there's the rematch. Goki have some really just so good cards. Oh my word. Just special summon your graveyard while you're at it. Wow.
Okay.
That's really unfortunate. he can actually kill me. Could have just opened a way to resolve feast. This would be so much better. Not being able to use layer to treat something sucks. Okay, there's Great Ogre.
Yeah.
With that good old alternative art.
Yeah, that's still a thing in C++.
Just give me that top deck imagination. It'd be so good.
Shit. Oh, come on.
Come on, imagination.
Ah, shit.
Come on. There. There. Well, apparently he tribute. Oh, that's because I tribute. Well, that's not going to do anything. Let's see.
I can leave these parts.
Probably
Okay, maybe I
those.
can't.
Probably not anything else. Okay, that'll actually let us do stuff this time though. Activate and pass. I'm totally just gonna shotgun out. Anti-spell. Ooh, do I... yeah, let's just send out the feast right now. Jetty to Decatron. Guess we'll do one of each because we open one of Divinity. Just a bit annoying. Still, that leaves us in a pretty good spot. Okay. It's cool, I guess. I'll gladly not to sack anything. Wow. Just the instant surrender. I mean, okay. Probably just that should be good.
I can find now, dude.
No, that's not optimal. But freaking resolve imagination. We're in a good spot. Oh, okay. That puts us in a really good spot, actually. It's now remote layer. Lilith. Yeah.
Oh.
Let's go. Should we go with this? Because I want to try and resolve the imagination. If I can. Definitely not evenly, though. Anything but that.
Why are you coding without line numbers?
Transients, okay. Set that pass. And get her token.
Using that doesn't have more by default.
Anything else I want to let him put out 2 monsters and then just try to stop him there.
Are you using like fucking G-edit or something?
Okay, that's not bad.
That's stupid.
Let's see if he knows the player in transients. Ooh, what is this?
Not
That's
having
cool.
line numbers.
Graveyard. Get some rematch. That's cool. Okay. I don't know what half these cards do. You didn't play around it. Yes. Yes. Let's go. Sick. Oh, that's such a good spot to be in.
No, it's not perfect.
Oh, that's so
Sounds terrible. Awful. I hate it.
good. Oh my word.
That's no. Oh,
Imagination.
why did you do that?
Okay. 4. Ooh, I want a 5th name. Let's go. These for 5. Place Terra. Terra effect. Let's see. I'm gonna pop his thing. I'll send that to recycle something. Yeah, I want to pop Terra itself too. That way. Entity. 1 target his, 2 target mine. Sweet, sweet. Wow. Does he have a lot of ink now? Let's go. This thing. Because it considers rematch. Special. Yeah, let's push for damage. Then special. Let's go. Spell trap.
Oh, it didn't.
Nope. Q. What the frick are you? What's your... Okay, just halves the damage. Ah. Just halves the damage. Total layer. Should be in a good spot. Oh, this man again.
Put like a GDB breakpoint that breaks after a certain amount of time for like on a certain line.
These are cybernetic cards. No, I don't know what they do. Ooh, big boy.
Yeah. Why would they not be all zeros?
Ooh. Ouch. Let's return. Oh, wow.
Okay.
Hello. Shouldn't lose here. Yeah, I can't stop you from boosting it. Yeah, nope, that's absolutely not happening. And this is where I just push him to having, to not having fun. Because I'm not destroying it with Monster Effect. Instead, I'm attributing it for cost to negate your own card. Yeah.
You might need
Lair. Okay, guys, so here's the list that I was playing with. It's generally pretty simple, just 2 of your big Infernoids, some nice mediums. Not actually playing any smalls at the moment. The destruction's nice and all, it just is kind of unfortunate. Of one, when you're running so few Infernoids, you don't want to banish them for something that's going to die easily. As well, since they don't tribute during your own turn, they're not as good with Lair, just because you can't destroy something, then tribute off something of theirs. You could very easily maybe, say, cut a Saitamas or a Nandel, throw in a Harmatic. I just chose not to. Let's see, 3 Loath, 3 of the Dog, 3 Lair, all very standard for anything that's going to be running Lair soon. I like having the 1 Diablos, just because, like I said, it can be an out to Masterpiece. If they don't have Apocalypse, then so long as it doesn't have a diagram backing its attack, they can't target it. So they can't blow it up with Masterpiece. 3,000 attack, can easily run it over. It's also nice just because if you happen to draw it, or if you're able to search it off of Arima, it's really good because you can constantly recycle it. I never did it, but when you put that with Lair, anytime you're tributing your Infernoids, you can just special it back. And so it's 3,000 that you can really press your opponent with, as well as the tributing effect that gives you a chance to just diminish their hand as much as you want. Especially just because since it can tribute itself. So if you tribute something, then you can special it, tribute itself to get rid of a card in their hand. Then if you tribute something again, you can just bring it right back. Hand traps, just 2 Ogre because that's what I had space for. Gamma's really good in this deck because a lot of the times you're going to be trying to resolve Vanishment or Feast or Imagination while you have nothing on board. And all of those cards can be really good, and your opponent will try to hand trap them or going second, use like a Vortex Naruto negate. If you can just Gamma them out, you can really blow your opponent out just because now you're either killing something on field or removing a hand trap. Then you're getting any of these cards to resolve, which is already going to give you a ton of advantage, as well as Omega to recycle your Noids, diminish their hand, just great overall. As well, one thing I like to do is if you have the Feast set up, you Gamma them during their turn as the very first negate, then you activate Feast, and so long as it resolves, then you have 2 other negates after you've already negated something, and you can use the Feast tributes, the monsters that you summon off of it, you can tribute away your driver. That way it goes to the grave and it isn't banished. Because once you negate something with Gamma, even if they pass there, if you resolve Feast, then you just immediately have Sagetti tribute the driver off and banish whatever you put in grave. That way you're not losing it for the rest of the game if you draw into another Gamma. 3 Feast because it's really easy to put down with Lilith. Then 2 Transients. I could see bumping this to 3, cutting an Ogre. So, for anyone who doesn't know, all of these, the Troy Mares as well as Transients, are cards for Flames of Destruction. So there will be 2 weeks after you have Lair, but before Flames. So if you wanted, you could just main Torrentials, Bottomless, D-Barriers, any normal trap that you just feels good. I just really like Transients since it's a hand trap, and you can disrupt stuff like your opponent's Scales. It can be nice against Magical Musketeer. As well, a lot of players, from what I notice, is, especially at the moment, because they don't think about Transients being a card, they just blindly play their spell and traps wherever. So if you can notice that, say, your opponent always plays in the middle column, you can set this there. Then, even if you don't care about negating a monster effect, you just negate the monster effect to also negate the spell and trap. Negated stuff with that before you can hit, like, Desires or really just anything good, while also stopping a monster, which the 2-for-1 is absolutely amazing. It's basically Effect Veiler, just way better because it can be during either player's turn. It doesn't have to be during the main phase. As well, since you have Reasoning, it can't be put off of Reasoning. It can't be what jumps onto your field. So it gives you more chance of running through Noids or getting like Diablos or something. As far as the extra deck, you have your Terra for your Imagination. You could bump this to 2 if you think you're going to resolve it a lot. I just very rarely resolve 2. Because you need to be able to have your opponent having something on the field from the extra deck, and you need to have access to an Ununsu and Divinity. And normally, a lot of the times, as soon as you resolve an Imagination, with hitting the 3 pops of the Elder Entity, you pretty much just win. You can also send Omega, so you can put something from their grave back. You could put Terra back if you really wanted, if you don't need the 3 pops for Entity. Topologic's good because you can layer, put a token down, Blueless Field, Borlow's just generic good. Same with like Proxy, Decode. Chimera is really nice because you can clear your levels of the Infernoids since all of them are fire, as long as Lair isn't on the field. If Lair is on the field, you can't do that. Generally, your extra deck, you're not going to go in too much. It's just there to solve problems if they ever come up. Or like if during your turn you have a token, you can send that into Link Spider, get a Goblin for an extra normal of Arima, just anything. Side deck, obviously, meta defined, but for us, it's really good to be running traps that we can search. Just because if you throw in 3D barrier against, say, Pendulum, you're either going to see that or Lilith a lot of the time, and if you resolve it, then you can easily just screw them during their turn. If you go first against the Pendulum player, set D barrier, they go call it. Whenever they do something, almost every card in their deck is now dead, and you'll just blow them out. And Anti-Spell and Imperial, again, Anti-Pendulum. Can also be nice against Draco if they can't immediately get rid of it. It's also, both of these, really good against Brandish when they come out. So yeah, in general, that's just what I built for the deck. Yeah, just in general, if you want to change anything, you could say change up some of your Noids, maybe cut extra deck. If you don't have the cards or just feel you want something different, you could say cut like Proxy. You don't go into a lot. You could cut an Entity. I just really like having the pop 3 because when you resolve it, sending everything to grave plus popping 3 just wins you the game. And yeah, Borlow good for answers. So yeah, I think that about does it. So if you all enjoyed seeing a video like this, just leave a comment, like, subscribe, and yeah, we'll see you guys later.